Hey everyone, today I want to talk a little bit about utility enchants, try to get you the best setup for getting the most refinement points. These rank 13s here you see in my inventory are what I use personally. I have a pretty high daily online time, so this is my setup. I'm going to talk a little bit about what might work better if you only have like an hour to play a day or so. But as you can see here, the best one tends to be a Quartermaster enchant. And that's because with the Quartermaster enchant, you get these bags. I've got several, and the bags basically contain gems. If you want to donate them for guild marks, you can, but they're gonna contain high level gems. And what quality bag you get depends on what quality monster you're killing. So level 70s give you these purple bags. Lower level ones give you worse bags. So you've got to be a bit careful because if you start running like low level dungeons, because we're still in mod 13 here on Xbox with random queue, you're not maximizing it. And so the quartermasters actually have an internal cooldown. So eventually you'll stop getting bags throughout the day if you play enough. But it tends to give the most refinement points total. The Dragon Hoard tends to give the second most, but again, this one has an internal cooldown. Eventually, it'll stop giving you refinement points if you play, several hours through the course of the days. So that's where you start getting the Fey Blessings. The Fey Blessing enchantments are 6%, like the Dragon Hordes. They're going to give you these rank 5s. If you used to play, several mods back, used to know that rank 5s used to drop on the ground all the time, in the old refining system. That's why all these rank 5s I have are account bound, because I got all these from the Fey Blessings. So at rank 13, I've got a 6%, 12% chance total here. Every one that drops is 100 refinement points. It's a little bit annoying. Some people don't like the Fey Blessing as much because the enchantments drop on the ground and you have to pick them up, as opposed to the Dragon Hordes and the Quartermasters where they put them directly in your bag. And then the last enchantment I use is just a Dark. It helps you keep up in dungeons. It doesn't necessarily give you any refinement points because it's movement speed. But if you're running around doing circles, if you're doing the same hunts, if you're grinding the Siege of Neverwinter, it's going to help you get from mob to mob quicker. So just because you're moving quicker, you're going to be able to kill things quicker, which ultimately results in a bit more refinement points. So I like the one Dark for movement. Again, I play, 3-4 hours a day. So I've got one of each of the good enchantments that have a hard limit to how much they're going to pay out. I've got one Quartermaster and one Dragon Hoard because those eventually cap out. And then I've got two Fey Blessings because they give a little bit less overall enchantments or refinement points. But if you play enough, they start surpassing the other ones because they're going to keep paying out the more and more you play during the day, whereas the other ones basically turn off. If you're wondering about the Quartermasters, why they're so good, I can show that to you really quickly here. What you get out of these bags, again, is determined by the color of the bag, but also the percentage drop rate you have. Here on my rank 13, I have a 4%. If you get up to 11%, when you open the bags, you're going to get rank 6 and 7 enchantments. So I'm going to actually throw this Quartermaster back in my gear. I've got a bunch of other low-level Quartermasters, so this is going to bring me over 11% here. And so just to show you, when I open some of these bags, it's double enchantments here. So you usually stack these bags up until double enchantments. And as you can see, there's 2 rank 6s out of that one, 2 rank 6s, 4 rank 6s, 4 rank 6s, 4 rank 6s. You can see you're getting pretty good rewards here. I haven't got any 7s yet. But the rewards tend to be good. You get 6s or 7s. I'm not going to open them all here because it's going to ruin my inventory. But you can see these rank 6s here I've got. are 400, so they're basically 4 times the rank 5s, right? The rank 7s are even more refinement points. So they tend to be well worth it. So this is my setup. Again, Quartermaster, Dragon Hoard, 2 Fey, 1 Dark. The other thing to note is you have 5 utility slots. You can actually get a 6 easily by using the Mako Signet in the Storm King's Thunder campaign. As you can see, it does feature a utility slot, so if you are hard farming and you don't need the stats on one of your rings, you can always throw on the Mako Signet with something and get your refinement points quicker. And the last thing I'll say, if you don't have a lot of time to play, or if you want to be lazy and you don't want to pick up items off the ground, you can basically trade the 2 Fey Blessings for the other enchants. You know, you can run 2 Dragon Hoards and 2 Quartermasters, because they, on average, do give you more refinement points. But again, that average over a longer course of time starts favoring the Fey Blessing enchantment, because eventually those shut off, the Fey Blessings keep out, and then they surpass them. So again, it comes down to how much time you have to play. Those are the 5 I use, and I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching.